Alright, get ready for a replay between an orc and an undead player. It's going to be Lyn versus Destroyu. Now the first thing you're going to notice that's different about this matchup is Lyn starts with a Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter first, a late barracks versus a Death Knight that's currently being trained. Destroyu is going Fiends. That is the reason for the late Death Knight. Lyn is scouting around the map trying to find where Destroyu is. Has scouted the 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock position, now knows that he's in the 11 o'clock position and is making a beeline straight for the move. He's going to go ahead and head straight up there, and he trains Hex as his first item. So he hexes the Acolyte, unable to do any mining whatsoever, and hexes the second Acolyte. So undead player now down 2 mining units. Meanwhile, Shadow Hunter running around the base, has a Clarity Potion, pops one, and is going to most likely come back to see if he can harass the undead player anymore. Meanwhile, we have a Death Knight with 2 Fiends, and he's going to go ahead and begin creeping. He has a Skeleton going about, and he has a Skeleton scouting towards the Orc base. We have a Peasant running back. Shadow Hunter comes in, another quick hex on the Acolyte, unable to mine anymore. Meanwhile, Death Knight is currently at 68 experience over 200, and it looks as though, oh, does he get us around? No, does not get us around. Shadow Hunter does a quick range attack, hits a Death Knight a couple times, decides to run away. Meanwhile, we have the Skeleton currently falling to the burrows of Lyn. Lyn already on his way to Stronghold, about 40% of the way there. Lyn's continuing to pressure the undead base. Undead now has a Skeleton. Fiends coming back in with the Death Knight. Gets a couple free hits on the Grunt. 4 Skeletons, 3 Fiends, and a Death Knight trying to push off this annoying harass by the Shadow Hunter and Hex. 2 Grunts now joining the fight. We have another healing salve on the Shadow Hunter. We have a quick hex on the Fiend. Fiend is getting focus fired. It looks as though the Death Knight's going to come back in, unable to get to that Fiend. They are now focusing down a Skeleton. It looks like that Skeleton, no, he doesn't, decides not to pursue the Skeleton. Does a Fiend quickly unhexes. Now we have Orc player with the Shadow Hunter and 3 Grunts versus the Death Knight with 3 Fiends and 3 Skeletons. Stronghold almost nearing completion. Halls of the Dead about a third of the way there. Destroyu sitting at 27 over 30 food. Meanwhile, Lyn is sitting at 29 over 40 food. We have Lyn coming back in. It looks as though Lyn is going to try to do some more harassing, unable to get inside as the Fiends are pushing him back. Meanwhile, we have Grunts clearing at the green camp for Lyn, so Lyn is getting some experience here. Here we have, it looks as though Destroyu is going to go ahead and try to creep this camp. He's going to pull the creeps back away so the creeps are in between Shadow Hunter and his unit. Trying to get a couple hits in, unable to get any real hits in. Meanwhile, we have Grunts taking on the orange gnolls right outside Lyn's base. Lyn's just continuing to do some great harassing here, getting a couple quick hits in. Takes out a forest troll. I believe he does a kill steal here. Destroyu's trying to creep this camp. Takes out, hits a Death Knight. Death Knight's currently 1 kill away from getting level 2. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter does get level 2. We have the Death Knight taking out the Forest Troll. The Forest Troll is going to go down. We have level 2 on the Death Knight. Rock Golem getting in some quick hits. Now we have some Grunts joining the fight. Low hit point Grunt trying to make it out. Meanwhile, the Rock Golem is just pounding on the Fiends in the back. Shadow Hunter running away. Rock Golem getting focused. We have a Forest Troll Shadow Priest healing the undead. Shadow Hunter quickly joins into the fight one more time, gets a quick hit to stop the healing. Rock Golem is currently at 116 hit points. Blade Master comes in. Blade Master and 4 Grunts coming in to join the fight. Now starting to pick off units. Fiend down to 141 hit points. 111. Quick coil by the Death Knight saves the Fiend. Meanwhile, we have the Fiends focusing down the units. Blade Master trying to get in some quick hits. Unable. We have a quick hex on the Death Knight. Death Knight trying to get us around. Are they going to get us around? No. The Death Knight able to heal a Fiend and continue into his base. No surround for the Death Knight. We now have Raiders coming in. We have Spirit Lodge, War Mill, and Bestiary built by Orc Lyn, and we have the Slaughterhouse being built up. We have a Black Citadel currently 1/3 of the way there with a Lich being researched as well. Orc player goes ahead and takes on that Rock Golem at the very end. And Blade Master currently sitting at 60 experience. And here comes Lyn. Lyn is going to go ahead and attempt to push. No, he's quickly running back to his base. And it looks like he's going to be doing some creeping here. Speed up the creeping, as we all don't really care about creeping all too much. Quick level 2 on the Blade Master. Meanwhile, we have creeping by the Undead player. Undead player trying to creep. Looks as though the Orc player is going to... Yes, Orc player is going to go ahead and pressure, ensnares an Acolyte. Trying to take down the Slaughterhouse. Ghouls come in, Fiends come in, Death Knight comes in. We have Spirit Link on all the units. We have Frost Armor trained by the Lich, so low hit point units getting additional armor. We have Grunt. It looks like that Grunt's gonna go down. Blade Master go ahead and wind blocks, gonna try to run away. We have Fiends focusing down a Raider up top. And they have pushed themselves back. Orc player is going to go ahead and creep this mercenary shop over here. We're going to get level 3 on the Shadow Hunter, and Blade Master will be halfway to level 2. Level 3 on the Shadow Hunter, he quickly picks up a Scroll of Healing. And we have a Vampiric Aura for the Blade Master. What a wonderful item for the Blade Master. Blade Master now able to critical heal every single time. Every single time he hits, he's going to go ahead and creep this Goblin Mercy camp over here. Meanwhile, we have the Undead player creeping as well. The Undead player is going to go ahead and... Is he going to attempt to... Yes, he is going to creep this expansion over here. Undead Death Knight will get to level 3 Meanwhile, the Witch is currently sitting nicely at level 2. Shadow Hunter is currently at level 3. Blade Master at level 3. Going to come in, sell his Devotion Aura. Sells his Devotion Aura and is quickly going to run away. We pressure the Undead player. 2 Troll High Priests with Inner Fire healing each other. It looks like as they are going to go down, and they do go down. So we have level 3 on the Death Knight, level 2, almost level 3 on the Lich. We have Destroyer form being, Obsidian statues being made by the Undead player. And now Orc is going to go ahead and pressure in one more time. Quick and snare on the Fiend. Blade Master goes ahead and does a quick critical strike. Blade Master quickly runs away. And he is going to be creeping this northern camp right over here. Blade Master, or I believe the Shadow Hunter is going to pick up a Sobi mask. Meanwhile, the Undead player, not knowing what Orc is doing, doesn't know that he's losing his creep right now. Orc player tries to go ahead and does a quick 3 shots. And I'm going to pause it for part 2 of this replay.